Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Rivera Urban Homestead. As promised, and finally, we are going to start some seeds indoors that we're going to be transplanting out in the fall garden. Now, it is already October 8th. It is Sunday. We're starting a little late. I mean, I should have started these probably about a week or two ago, but whatever. In zone 9 here, it's still fairly warm out. Probably too warm for a lot of the lettuces. If it's too warm for lettuce, they'll bolt. They really enjoy cool weather. So it seems a little late to be starting this, but here in zone 9, down here, South Florida, we're going to be good to go. So what we're going to do is I got these little trays that I had, and they're got a bunch of holes in them, little seed starter trays. I put in seed starting mix. Okay, I pre-moistened it. And then what I do is I just pack it down really good. Make sure you have a solid base for your lettuces. So I'll pack it all down. And then we're going to, it's simple. We're going to put the seeds in. We're going to cover them a little with some topsoil. Well, actually with some potting soil I have. And that's it, man. We'll get them rolling. So let me finish packing these down a little. And just pack them with your finger, no big deal. And I'll get you in closer and then we'll get to planting. Okay everyone, so let's just kind of do a quick run over on what we are going to start indoors to transplant out into the garden. We got cucumbers, we got beets, 3 different kinds of lettuces, red, dinosaur, the Nero de Toscana, and also the blue curled, which is a popular variety. Onions, we're going to do the Hishiko bunching, and we're going to do some red Creole onions. We got some regular cabbage here, a couple of lettuces, a Butter King, a Tom Thumb, and a lettuce outrageous. Over here we got a few different like almost romaine types and cabbages. Chinese cabbage and the Wongbok cabbage. Now these are really good. My wife will make kimchi out of these and stuff, and it's going to be awesome. And of course we got some Bok Choy, Canton Bok, along with this lettuce Paris Island. I've never done this one, but I've had this packet for a while. So this is what we're going to start indoors. Let me show you what we're not going to start indoors, but we're going to direct sow out in the garden the beginning of the month. So hold on one second, let me get to that. Alright, so this is the stuff that we will direct sow into the garden. All my string beans. I don't want to start them indoors and try and transplant them. They don't really like it. And this is a Mescaline Salad mix. Now we did this last year, remember? I was just cutting it, bringing it in, it would regrow. There's a few different varieties inside this packet, so with this I just want to direct sow into an area. Also, radishes grow very easy, do not need to be transplanted or started indoors, along with our carrots. We will not be transplanting carrots. So all of this stuff will be direct sown into the garden probably the end of this month or beginning of September. Now, let's get over to here. What we have here is my seed starting, little trays. I filled them up with seed starting potting soil. I pre-moistened. I pushed them all down. Make sure they're nice and, packed in there pretty good. You want a nice firm base for your seeds. So basically, it's so simple. All we're going to do is we're going to put a couple of seeds in each one, and then we're going to top off the whole thing with a little bit more potting soil on top. So let me show you how it's going to go. Okay, so let's start with our cucumbers. Why not? And all we're going to do, cucumbers are pretty big seeds. With the cucumbers, we're just going to do one. Kind of push it down a little. One in each one. And if we get 80% germination, that'll be fine. All I need is a couple of plants, but we're going to do that many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cucumber plants. And all I typically do is I take a little popsicle stick and I just kind of push them down a little bit further, and then we're going to top it, like I said, with topsoil or with potting soil. Okay, that's it. And then what I do is I just do a little popsicle with what it is and put it at the end of the row. I'll put it right like that. Boom. So now we know what it is. Next thing, let's do a lettuce. This is like a leaf lettuce, so we can do this a little denser. I'm gonna probably do like 3 or even maybe 3 or 4 to a cell. Obviously, lettuces are a little bit smaller in size, so we're just gonna kind of 1, 2, 3, 4, or something like that. If you get a couple more in there, it's no big deal because it's leaf lettuce. You're going to be cutting from the outer edges of it anyway, so it's really no big deal if you overseed it just a little bit. Actually, you know what? We're not doing 4 in each one because I'm already dropping way too many to be 4. So just put a couple in. Improvise, you know what I mean? It's not the end of the world if you put a couple too many in. So there we go. We got the lettuce going. That's fine. And again, I will do a popsicle stick. I will write Butter King lettuce on it. Butter King lettuce on 10/8. Butter King lettuce 10/8. Slide that right in there. Whoops, that didn't work. We're gonna have to put it in the dirt like that. Let me get that one out of the bottom tray here. Slide it there. All right. And then again, what I do is I just kind of push it down, make sure it has good contact with the soil, and then we're going to put a little soil over the top of it. Just kind of push them down in there a little bit. There we go. Beautiful. And that's it. We're going to move on. So now I'm going to plant all of the different lettuces. I'm going to get everything all set up, and then we'll come back and take a look at it. Okay guys, so with the cabbages, you don't want to seed them too densely, okay? Because it's cabbage. You only want like one plant. So I'm just going to pretty much put like 1 seed in each corner. Well, in 2 corners. So 1, 2, 1, 2, and again, one might come out to where it's 2 and 2, whatever. You can always clip them back. But the cabbage, you definitely don't want to put too many in. Just a couple on each, 1 in each corner. Okay guys, for the bigger lettuces like these and the cabbages, you know, that make big heads, all you want to do is put like 1 seed in 2 corners, like 1 and 1, 1 and 1, 1 and 1. Or you could do like 3 in the center and then just clip whichever ones you don't want. But in these cells, you only want 1 plant growing once they come up, once they germinate. So we'll pick out or cut out the ones we do not want and just keep the one that looks the strongest. We will keep that one in the cell. So for now, you just put like 2 or 3 seeds per. Like the leaf lettuces, you could do more because you're just going to be eating it with the leaves. These, you kind of want them to be a head, so you're going to need more space for them. Again, here's another one, same thing. Chinese cabbage Hilton. What we're going to do is just put in like 1, or probably like 2 or 3 in each cell, and then we will clip out the ones we don't want. So let me make some popsicle stick name plates for these, and we'll keep going. So again, these cabbages are little just circles. Little circles, little balls. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Nice and easy. Just put 3 in there. Keep the best one when they germinate, and you're good to go. Isn't this easy, guys? Isn't it amazing that just these little seeds grow food, man? it just always impresses me on how that works. I mean, you're literally sticking a little tiny thing in the ground and it is going to produce food for your family. It's awesome. Bam. We are on the move. Next up, Canton Bok. Basically Bok Choy. And again, just little seeds. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, kind of 3. I think I'm getting like 3 or 4 in there, but whatever. Like I said, we'll be able to thin them out once they germinate. But you don't want to waste too many. You know, you don't want to waste your seeds because you can use them for next year. So we're going to try and be as diligent as possible in putting the correct amount inside the cell, but again, it's seeds. Canton Bok. All right. Okay, so now I'm going to do my 3 different kales. And again, with the kale, the same scenario. We just want to put a couple in each cell, maybe 2 or 3. And you just want to keep pretty much 1 plant each, because kale, as you know, gets pretty big. So 2 to 3 in each, good to go. And this is the onions. Look at how cool those look. I'm going to put like 2 in each corner, or 2 in each cell, I should say. And we can kind of pull them out, and we can use all of the ones that grow in the cell. So I'm going to kind of densely do those onions. That way we have enough to put out in the bed. Okay guys, so now that we have everything set up, it's all in, we kind of pushed them all down into the soil a little. Now we're going to just add a layer of topsoil or potting soil on top of the bed, or on top of the... Okay guys, so now that I have all the seeds in place, I have them all marked, I pushed them down into the soil a little bit. So now we're going to go through and we're just going to add a little layer of potting mix on top of everything. Cover it all up. And then we'll water that in. That's it, man. We'll be good to go. The seed starting has begun, finally. I know we've been talking about it. I've been talking about it anyway. And now we are here. We're doing it. Okay, so now I'll just use my mister and just kind of spray them. Wet that top soil down a little, the top potting soil, I should say, that I put on. And that's it. We are rolling. All the lettuces, the kales, the onions, cabbage, planted. Nice watering. Done. That's it. Just that easy, guys. So now we'll just kind of keep them moist. You don't want them to dry out at all, so you want to keep them moist. And you could put a cover on the top. Being I have the popsicle sticks in there, I don't know if I'm going to. I guess I could push them down some. Let's see. If I push them all the way down. We can maybe put a little top on it. Just a little like that. There we go. Alright. And we will just leave that covered and we'll let them start germinating. So that's it. We have our seeds going. And while we're here, let me show you my tomato plants that I restarted. Look at them little guys. Here, let me get you closer in. Looking pretty good. These are called Pearly Pinks. And these are the Cherokee Purples. Now as you see, as you can see there, there's not a lot of soil. Remember, I started the soil way down low in there. So what I'm going to do now is just fill it up with more potting soil. I'll show you. Here, let me show you. Okay, so I got plenty of room to add more soil in there, so we're going to just go in there and fill it up, water it in more, and now what that'll do is that'll make all that stem grow roots. It'll all grow roots from where that stem is. Beautiful. Water it in a little. Alright. And here in about another 2 weeks or so, we're going to have to transplant these. But for now, we'll just let that sit up here. And we'll do it to all of them. Plenty of room left in there for the soil to go around. The stem. Fill it up some. I'll spray off the leaves because I got them a little dirty. Beautiful. Alright, and now it is about time to go watch some football and relax for the rest of the day. This weekend is very nice. My brother came into town and we did some cooking yesterday and some drinking and hung out. We haven't seen him in a couple of years, so he came in. He got to see all the kids and all that good stuff. It was a really good time. We had a really good time over at my brother's and with our other brother. So all three brothers were here, which is nice. Had a good time. Guys, I am done. I started the seeds. We filled up the tomato cups a little bit more with soil so they can start growing more roots. And boy, we are getting there. The fall garden now I'm feeling is coming along. We are getting there. Next weekend, well, this Thursday is my birthday, October 12th. So me and the wife took off of work. So we're going to drop off the kids at daycare. The oldest kid is going to school, obviously. And me and Mama are going to take a drive down to the Bass Pro Shop. I might get me a few little, I don't know, some fishing lures or something. So next weekend, here, let me turn you around so you can actually see me. Okay, so anyway, as I was saying, seeds are done. We've topped off the cups with the tomato plants. Those stems will start growing roots now. We'll let them sit in there. Probably in about 2 weeks, we'll transplant them out of those cups into bigger pots. Let them start really growing good. Got the seeds going, laid them in, pushed them down, covered them with more potting soil, watered them in. They're done. My birthday is this week, like I said, going to the Bass Pro Shop probably Thursday, just kind of hang out. Next weekend, what we're going to do is start prepping the garden. We got to take the cardboard off of the beds. We got to make some good amendments for the soil, add some compost and some different ingredients, and we'll show you that next weekend. So that's it. Seed starting is done, and next weekend we will prep the garden. You guys have a good day. We'll talk to you next weekend.